Hello everyone, welcome to the Crochet Cat. I am Ditipriya with you. We have made this beautiful crochet bouquet coaster in previous video. Now we are going to make this beautiful pot. This will be a basket textured pot. So keep this aside and let's begin. To make this we will need a deep brown yarn, a crochet hook. I am using a 3.5 mm crochet hook, a darning needle, a pair of scissors and a stitch marker. We will start with the magic ring. To make a magic ring, wrap the yarn around your index finger, pull out the loop, put the hook inside this loop, pull up a loop, adjust your yarn and chain 1. Now we have to make 6 single crochet into the magic circle. To make a single crochet, put the hook into the magic circle, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through these 2 loops. Let's do one more time. Put the hook into the magic circle, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We have to do this 6 times. Now we have to do a slip stitch at the first single crochet. Before that, close the magic ring. If you can't find the first stitch, count backward. To make a slip stitch, we have to put this hook under this V. Don't get confused with the chain 1. Now pull up a loop and pull through the loop of our hook. So it is the slip stitch. Now tighten the magic ring a little bit. Now chain 1 and put a stitch marker in the slip stitch and make 2 single crochet in this same stitch. So insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Again in this same stitch, insert hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We have to repeat this 2 single crochet or single crochet increase for this round, and at the end we will have 12 single crochet total. So we are at the end of this round. Now open the stitch marker. This is our slip stitch. We are not going to put any stitch in this as we have started with 2 single crochet in the same stitch at the very first stitch. So slip stitch at the first single crochet and put a stitch marker in the slip stitch. Okay, so we are starting round 3. In the previous round, we have used the first stitch, we have slip stitched. So if you felt any difficulties doing that, you can skip that stitch and start from the next stitch. And at the end, we have to add stitches at the slip stitch part. So in this round, I am going to show you that. We will start from the next stitch. So chain 1 and single crochet in the next stitch. Then a single crochet increase in the next stitch. Then again a single crochet in the next stitch and a single crochet increase at the next stitch. We have to repeat this throughout this round and we will have a total of 18 single crochets. So now we are at the end of this round. So open the stitch marker. We have to put a single crochet increase in this stitch. Then slip stitch at the first stitch. Watch carefully. This is our chain part and this is our first single crochet. So we have to put our slip stitch in this first single crochet only. Now put a stitch marker in the slip stitch. Now for starting the round 4, chain 1 and make a single crochet in the same stitch. Then in the next stitch, place a single crochet. Then in the third stitch, place 2 single crochet or single crochet increase. I am doing this round as I have done in the second, but you can also follow the process I have shown in the round 3. So place 1 single crochet, then another single crochet, then a single crochet increase and continue doing this throughout this round. And we will have a total of 24 single crochets. So we are at the end of this round. I am skipping the slip stitch part as I have placed the single crochet in the same stitch, but if you done the other process, you have to place 2 single crochet in this stitch. So slip stitch at the first stitch, put the stitch marker here, then chain 1, place a single crochet in the same stitch, then place a single crochet in the next stitch, then place another single crochet in the next stitch. then place a single crochet increase in the next stitch. So we have to do this for this round. One single crochet, then another single crochet, then another single crochet, then a single crochet increase. So continue doing this and join me at the end of this round. We will have a total of 30 stitches. So we are at the end of this round. Slip stitch at the first stitch. This is our chain part. This is our slip stitch and this is our first single crochet. So we have to put our slip stitch in this first single crochet only, not in the chain, not in the slip stitch part. So open the stitch marker and put slip stitch. Then chain 2. Now see, this is the back loop. And this is the complete stitch. We have to put a double crochet in each of these stitches, but only in this back loop. So for making a back loop double crochet, yarn over, insert hook through the back loop only, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So let's do one more time. Yarn over, insert hook through the back loop only, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we have to do this 29 times as we are counting the first 2 chain as our first double crochet. So you can pause here and join me at the end of this round. Put the stitch marker in the second chain before moving forward. So we are at the end of this round. Now open the stitch marker and slip stitch at the second chain. Now for the next round we have to chain 2. Before moving forward, I like to weave the tail end. So turn the warp inside out and weave this inside the stitches and cut the excess yarn. As you have seen, it is a basket textured pot. We are going to use the front post double crochet and the back post double crochet for a few rounds. It may sound a bit difficult, but it is the regular double crochet where we gonna use the double crochet stitches itself instead of using the V part of the double crochet top. So let's start our first front post double crochet. So yarn over, insert hook from the outside to inside and push out your hook through the gap of the other side. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. It is our front post double crochet. Let's make our first back post double crochet. So yarn over, insert hook from the inside to outside, push in your hook through the gap of the other side, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So let's make another front post double crochet. Yarn over, put the hook from the outside to inside, push out the hook through the gap of the other side, pull up a loop and pull through 2 loops, then pull through 2 loops. Now make another back post double crochet. So yarn over, insert hook from inside to outside, push in your hook through the gap of the other side, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we have to repeat this for this entire round. We will be doing a front post double crochet, then a back post double crochet, then again a front post double crochet, then again a back post double crochet. But in the last stitch we have to put a front post double crochet as we are counting our 2 chains as first double crochet. So repeat this and join me at the end of this round. We are at the end of this round. Now make a slip stitch at the second chain. And now for starting the next round, chain 2. For this round and for the next round, we are going to repeat the previous round. Okay, so at the first stitch, we are going to yarn over and do a front post double crochet. Now in the second stitch, yarn over and do a back post double crochet. Insert your stitch marker at the second chain. So we have to do 1 front post double crochet, then 1 back post double crochet, then again 1 front post double crochet and 1 back post double crochet. We are going to continue this 2 rounds with this, and at the last we have to make a front post double crochet as we are counting our 2 chains as our first double crochet. We will have a total of 30 double crochets including the first 2 chains, and then we have to make a slip stitch at the top of our second chain. So complete these 2 rounds and join me at the end. So we are at the end of this round 9. So open the stitch marker. Let's make a slip stitch at the top of our second chain. So our basket texture is ready. Now we are going to do the border part. So chain 1. Now we have to do single crochet in every stitches. Now put the stitch marker at the chain part and continue doing the single crochet all over the round and join me at the end. We are at the end of this round. So as we have done our first single crochet in the next stitch, instead of the same stitch where slip stitched, we have to make a single crochet at the slip stitch. So now open the stitch marker from the chain and slip stitch at the first stitch. This is the chain and this is the first single crochet. Don't get confused with this. Place the slip stitch at the single crochet. Now we are going to do slip stitch in every stitches all over the round. So now place our stitch marker at the slip stitch. So repeat this and join me at the end of this round. So we are at the end of this round. Now just simply cut the yarn, leaving a long tail end to weave in. So it's almost finished. Just hide this tail end. So make it inside out and hide this end in the back of the stitches. Then cut the excess yarn. Make sure the needle isn't visible from the front side. So now our cute basket textured pot is ready. So let's place the rose bouquet coaster within it. Fold it in a half, roll it like this and place it within this basket. Then adjust a little bit. So our flower pot is ready with our flowers. So that's it for today. If you like any part of this video, please hit the like button. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Happy crocheting!